Hello, myself is Ganesh Kushwaha. I have done my graduation and post-graduation in sculpture from Faculty of Fine Arts, MS University of Baroda. Basically, I have a very keen interest to understand the mysteries and sufferings of life from the beginning, as I understand myself. So this is somehow directly, indirectly expressed in my work. Somebody has said that an artist, whatever do, is his self-portrait. So I think this is very true, that a quest to understand the life completely, and an urge to search the unchanging principles, the unchanging reality in this continuously changing world, become the inspiration of my visual works. Mostly my early sculptures belong to the expression of my day-to-day experiences, and later on, as I come down to my post-graduation practice of sculpture, the very core concerns of my philosophical interest and analysis of the self-mental condition, and trying to express those mental situations as the visual metaphors, became my expressions of sculpture. So in most of the work, I have worked on my own face, and my own face stands for me, for myself, and this is a philosophical quest of self-inquiry and self-development, as well as self-realization. So I used my own face in my most of the works as the representation of my life, my whole attention, my whole awareness, and as the whole existence, as the whole non-dual existence. So it is not just about myself as an individual person. It is about the fundamental laws and the universal unchanging realities. So a quest of self-analysis and self-realization is hidden behind the concept of my each one. And I have experimented with my own face. I have made one face while I was doing my post-graduation in Baroda. So that time I have created my own face in three-dimensional clay, and I can call it physically as a self-portrait. But later on I realized that I am not a physical person only. I have different state of minds, changing time to time as the situation changes, as the mood changes. So my mental conditions are keep changing. Not only my mental condition, but it is the reality for each and every individual person, society, or animation in this existence. So this is a short brief note about my work, and as a summary I can say that my work is all about the personal analysis of my personal problem, personal sufferings, and an inquiry for the ultimate truth, an inquiry for the ultimate beauty, and an inquiry for the ultimate joy of life is hidden in each of my work. This is one of my sculpture which I have done in a national camp organized by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Agra. Here I got this stone shape which is very close to like a slice. Basically this block was cleanly cut it from four sides. So at one side I planned to make details of my own nose and lips, and I visualize it as a slice of some water lemon. So I visualized it as a slice of my own face. This work is in Barcelona marble, and the size is around 4 feet. So here I visualize the human face with the my own vast span of attention, my own awareness, and this is one part of one slice of it. So this is another angle of the same work, Barcelona black marble. This is also one of the work from a national camp. It was also organized by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University and Lalit Kala Academy, New Delhi. In this work, I have visualized human face in form of 3D software vertexes like formation with the help of iron rods, and found pipes and this cage like form as the pedestal or the base of it. This cage like form basically I found in the university. It was lying useless, and I found it interesting, and with the help of the pipes and metal sheets I have created a growing plant inside of it. So basically I have experience of working with the 3D softwares while I was working in Animation College, Delhi, Picasso Animation College, and also working with the production house Dream Design and Display Private India Limited, Greater Noida. So there I have this experience of 3D modeling in Maya and ZBrush. So here the use of vertexes, the topology of face, and creation of the forms. Somewhere I have interest in artificial intelligence, and I visualize that this whole world is, this whole existence is like a very big software, and we all living beings and the objects and the things are different application side of it. So from this point of view, this physical sculpture in direct metal material, welded material, give me some resemblance of software like feeling. Onlooker can experience himself inside of software by seeing this uh, software like 3D software like atmosphere. So this was the main concerns behind this sculpture. Basically, there was nothing much planning. It was just came out as I got the available material. So this is another work from 2012. It is in fiberglass and iron wires, rods. This is basically the torso beneath as the base of this work is basically my old work. A male torso, muscular male torso, and very expressive by creating a form like an island or mountain. It's creating a form like an island in the ocean, and there is a use of my own face. This face basically I modeled when I was studying Baroda in masters. This was my own face, and I took mold of it, and that time I have made around 4 or 5 works out of the same mold, and in 2012 I again made around 13-14 works from the same mold by using the same mold. So out of the same mold I basically crafted my own face in fiberglass, and this fiberglass has the possibility in some casting within that we can just there's some quality of resin which has some flexibility for a time being. So before it's get hardened completely, I just distorted the human face and joined it with some wires, like thread like wires, and gave it the form like parachute, like falling parachute. So this my own face is like falling parachute, and which is connected with this island like human torso, and there are so many other forms. Female figure is there, flying female figure is there, flying male figure is there. It's like a Superman. Or that time I was also watching Mahabharata, so it's like the arrows inside the muscular male figure, and the heroic body, and carrying wheel in his hand. So it's like the character of Abhimanyu, and there's on the top of wheel there is a tower, and on the tower there is some icon, and from that wheel there is a ladder which is reaching to the one lotus, and on the lotus there is a saint sitting. So the different concerns of life, different my interest, and it's like the subconscious reality of my own mind. It's we can call it the mindscape. It is the portrait of my own subconscious mind, where there is no physical boundaries of time and space, where there is no physical laws. So this is like a dream-like state. And the another very important aspect is here the perspectivism. So here in the same visuals we have different perspective. Actually, this is I now I realize that even in our life the things are happening, and we all are noticing the same things in different perspectives. For something is good for somebody, and the same thing can be bad for somebody. So somebody has some different story for the same event, and somebody else is having some different story for the same event. So this is like different perspectives, and this is very modern realization of modern physics also, and modern thinking also, that things are the same, but we have different frame of mind to see it, and different perspective, and that's why we have different experience and different story behind it. So in the same visuals, face is also visualized. The parachute face is also visualized as some village landscape, and on some high place, shift a flute player is sitting there like a blaze boy who is carrying his cattle like a shepherd. Or we can also relate to with the story of Krishna from the Lord Krishna, playing flute, and the cows around him, they are being attracted. Or so this is for the same thing is the face, the same thing is a parachute, and same thing is also having a landscape. So different perspectives are there, and different connections are there. So I call it the rising. This is the size of this work is 27 by 27, 38 inches, 2030. So here is one more work from the same series. This is also casting of my own face, and with the flexibility of fiberglass material, I have just flattened. I just opened the three-dimensional face into the two-dimensionality, and there is again a landscape on it. So by unwrapping, by opening this three-dimensional face into two-dimension, I visualize a piece of land like visual over there, and so I constructed here story. Here again a flute player sitting on the nose of like hilltop, and the cows are roaming around it, and there are a lot of architectural forms, temples, mosques, and buildings. So this is and there is a ropeway communication amongst these different buildings. So this is also a inescape like situation, and beneath of it there is connectivity. All it is also giving technical strength, and the all root like formations of wires are combined together, and they are unified with the center point where a lotus, where a scent is where the scent is sitting on the lotus. So this is to this book I call it the Mysterious Island. 28 by 21 by 25 inches fiberglass and iron rods. It's also in 2012. This is another work from the same series. Here I casted the same face, my own face in fiberglass, and visualize it as a kitchen utensil. So uh, from outside it just a human face, and inside of it I visualize it as a kitchen utensil. And so the same way where by using of utensils we cook food, and same way this is the analogy for human personality or human mind, that same way we cook imaginations, we cook creative ideas into our brain, into our head. So I visualized this my own face with the uh, cooking pot, cooking utensil with a big spoon, and there's again very dream like communication in different perspectives, different sizes of human figures, use of buildings, architectures, and different perspectives out there. The food is the cooked food is cooked ideas, thought, buildings are falling out of these utensils on the floor, and I call it uh, the dream. So it is a very subconscious mindscape, a dream-like situation. This is another work from the same series, my face series. This work I have done in 2002 while I was doing my post graduation in Baroda, and this is casted in terracotta. And that time in philosophy of aesthetics and art and aesthetics, I was very much inspired with the Sigmund Freud's theory of psychoanalysis, and here the face is divided in two pieces from the forehead, and inside of it there is a group of muscular male figures. Uh, so that time I was fascinated with the muscular figures, and this work I also call it the dream. This is another work from the same series. It is done in 2012, size is 28 by 22 by 5 inches. I called it the trampled. So growing technology and artificial intelligence basically has reduced the dimensionality of this world, and the distance of time and space has reduced, and this world is become very like a family and very flat. The dimensionality of this globe has become, the appearance is like flat. So I just opened this three-dimensional head into the two dimensions, and painted on it with oil paint like a film poster, my own face details. And from another perspective, it is also memorized that like a hunter, if a hunter hunts a lion and he displays the skin of that lion into his drawing room wall with some proud and prestigious hue. So this is also gives a kind of self-hunting, and in the quest of self-realization and self-inquiry. So multiple meanings can be generated from this work in different moods, and some other people may also generate some other meanings. So this is another work from the same series. This is also the same face broken into pieces with some female figures, and the face is painted golden. The female figures are blue flying female figures, so this is also analogy to the mental situation. I call it the fantasy. This is another work from the same series. This is the same face which I casted first in French oak mixed resin, and because it's brittle, so I brocked it and rejoined it, and the joints up and downs is the part of this work, and one part of this face is lying, and there is a growth of construction. I call it the chariot. I basically compared with our body and mind, with our life, and there is two wheels. The wheel is basically derived from the Konark temple, the symbol of Indian culture, Indian spiritual culture, and very interesting. There are two figures which are basically pulling this chariot, and the interesting happening is here that the rope is noted in the nose of this face like a note of camels. So, and the two figures with full energy, they are pulling this rope, but interesting thing is that they are not basically placed on the ground and pulling this chariot. They are basically taking support from the chariot itself. So there is a stress, there is a creation of stress, and this is a chaos and mismanagement. And on the nose there is a rhino standing, small rhino standing. It's basically symbolizes the ego and small attachments, very eager attachments. And in the center of it, you can visualize there is a snake player playing its and try to evoke the snake, and so this is basically my own self-portrait of mental condition where I was concerned with spirituality, and this is the visualizing the mental condition into the material form. And there is one figure also is pulling this chariot. So this is again very close to my self-portrait of the mental state. This is one work which I have done in 2004. Basically, I have made a female figure in clay, life-size female figure in clay, and I took mold of it in fiberglass in different pieces for the purpose to reproduce it. But this negative image in the mold, I found it more interesting than the positive. So I used this mold as it is, and I casted my own feet, hands, and my own face from my body into fiberglass with the plaster mold and painted them in copper and joined with the this female figure mold. And this is very interesting. I found it. Uh, this is basically the male female unison, you can say, or then the combination of negative positive energy, yin and yang, prakriti and purusha. And inside this female figure negative part, I filled the water and kept some paper boat in this state, so which gives very playful effect of the player like a child. This is the size is 180 by 75 by 45 cm. So this work. This is another work in fiberglass and iron rod, and there is a male figure, muscular male figure, in a very cubical form. The body posture is very fit into the cube-like form, and this male figure is a brick texture around it. So in the process of yoga, we basically disconnect in the beginning phase. We basically disconnect ourselves from the outer world, and we take our attentions inside, and for the self-inquiry and for the self-realization. So this is a black figure, and there is a red cubic construction on the top of it with the help of iron rods, welded iron rods. So visually it gives me very interesting look. May not I can explain it exactly. It may have so many stories, but visual arts also having its own language, maybe which cannot be explained through words exactly. The size of this work is 30 by 24 by 24 inches, done in 2008. Medium is fiberglass and iron rod. These are some my selected portraits. This is a portrait of Padam Shri Ramji Sutar, the famous sculptor, realistic statues he has done belong to Parliament, Ambedkar Park, Nakalau, and he has also done the Statue of Unity, the huge statue of Sardar, the tallest statue of the world of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So I am connected with this great personality, and I made his live portrait in 2011 in clay. He is also the chairman of IFEX New Delhi and having studio in Noida. This is another portrait of my teacher's teacher, Professor Mahendra Pandya, a very renowned sculptor from Baroda. This is a direct plaster portrait. I have done this portrait in 2008 in his studio. It is a little bigger than the life size, So basically I found here there is the characteristic expressions and its features. Here I focused on the uh, characteristic expressions and the features only. I left the unwanted area as it is. I did not work on that area. So direct plaster is also having some different possibilities, and by using direct plaster, there is no uh, the spontaneity is there. There is no question of molding, casting, and uh, the rawness of the plaster treatment uh, is interesting to me here. This is another portrait in direct plaster. He is Deepak, Professor Deepak Kanal sir. He is my teacher, and in 2008 he was Dean of Faculty of Fine Art at MS University Baroda and HOD of Sculpture Department. And he this is this was my demonstration in Sculpture Department of Fine Arts Baroda, and I made his portrait. He gave me sitting with my own request. So this is one of the successful. I think this is successful portrait in direct plaster. Professor Deepak Kanal. This is one portrait of my one of my classmates. She is Ratna. I did it in 2000 while I was doing my masters. Previous year, the patches of clay and the feeling of clay is remained as it is with her characteristic features and pose with some mysterious mental condition. This is portrait here. This is life study work in clay. He was our famous model Rati Lal. He was a very restless character and my favorite model. So this is very patchwork. Patchwork is one of my favorite life study of that time. Here are some drawings and paintings. This is my life study, a big size drawing of this restless character of Rati Lal. This is life study, nude study, live model, and this is one of my drawing I did during the study tour in 1999. We visited to Ajanta and Ellora. This is one of my early oil paint, successful oil paint with the help of black and white photograph. I made this portrait of Hansa Mehta, of the Hansa Mehta Girls Hostel in MS University of Baroda. This is one ball pen drawing while I was teaching in Picasso Animation College, New Delhi. So it was around 2011. This is the overlapping figures, female figures, and their construction, three-dimensional construction. Uh, it gives a very abstract kind of effect. To the same drawing I brought into the Photoshop and painted it there. The light and shade and color scheme is very much seems to be inspired from the great masters. Once I was very much fascinated, very much fond of these great masters like Rubens, Brandt, Caravaggio, Baroque painters. So this is the painting of the same composition Photoshop with imaginary light and shades and turmoil like atmosphere. This is one of my acrylic landscape during my masters. I have done it as a refreshment apart from my sculpture work. This is one of my head study drawing in charcoal and wet clay. I have done it when I was doing my graduation in Baroda. This is one of my successful. I feel so because there is no use of light and shade, only the constructive line is. I tried to brought the three-dimensionality with the help of the constructive lines only. This is another hand study drawing of 98 when I was in third year, BFA third year. This is one full impale size drawing, charcoal and clay, a lot of female figures flying like a turmoil, like a flying or floating. So I call it the conflict. That time I was fascinated with the male and female figures, ideal male, ideal female figures. This is a composition of female figures. This is one of my very early watercolor while I was in school. I think it's from 94 period. My father was very much encouraging and appreciating to these works, and because of him, even now I carry these works. This is one of my watercolor of that time. I am sharing with some of my digital and public works. This is the Zebrus model of the Hanumanji statue of 51 feet. The head details in ZBrush. Basically, I have while I was working as the creative head and production manager in Dream Design and Display Private India Limited, Greater Noida. So there I was having a team of 3D modelers. So with the help of the team, I got modeled these different ornaments, and body I have modeled by myself and composed all the different parts together. So this is the final execution of this 51 feet Hanumanji. It's in Nalanda towns near to Delhi. It's in polyurethane coated thermocol, high density thermocol, or we call it EPS. So This is a huge size statue. We have done it within around 1.5 months with help of 3D printer. So this is another work from the which we have done in same company. This is the actual bike. The small bike is, and the big bike is basically we have created. Its size is 22 feet. When Hero MotoCorp was separated from Honda, and it launched its first bike Impulse, and this first bike was basically built in 22 feet size in this material with the help of 3D printer technology, and this bike was displayed in Pragati Maidan, New Delhi for advertisement. So this was an advertising project done in this company. This is a Jeeves model which I have created in Jeeves. He is King Neptune from the Trevi Fountain of Rome, and we were planning to make a replica of the Trevi Fountain, and this is the central figure of that. This is a 7 feet high 3D printing of the same Jeeves model. So we basically slice this model in 3D software and mill it in different pieces and at a certain size, and to all pieces of thermocol, high-density thermocol, with the help of the armature inside of it, iron rod armature inside of it, we assemble and we join with the help of two-part form, and this way we resize. We can mill the model at any size within a very short time. So the 3D printer is very helpful to resize any sculpture or make any sculpture in different sizes, huge sizes. So this is this was a very good technology, and it was the first company in India. I cannot say India. It was first company in Delhi which was working with the 3D printing technology of use three-dimensional designs in the sculptures. So this is the center figure of the 3D fountain King Neptune with the shell-like formation. This is one of the project while I was teaching in Picasso Animation College for 3 years. There I learned Jeeves software, and this is one project of Picasso Baba. We also called it because in Southex Picasso Animation College, it was Magnum Opus company. The company name was Magnum. The franchise holder was having company registered Magnum Opus. He called Maganu Baba. So this Maganu Baba's Jeeves details I have done by myself. So these are some Jeeves details of the same model. This character I basically created for some fun, and it was liked with my colleagues and the honor of the institute, honor of the college, and we just made a sculpture model of it and made a tutorial movie of sculpting. So this is a sculpture model of the same character, and first I have created this one drawing and this digital painting Photoshop DP tutorial. So the digital painting while painting this character in Photoshop. I have also made this tutorial. So it was a production can come education project. So we were making a small movie of this character, which remained incomplete because uh, the things changed, the honors changed of this that that center later on. These are some other works I have done in. I have experimented with Photoshop of digital painting. This is one of the design which I have done just for fun in the Dream Design and Display company, and this was liked by so many architect interior designers, and it was produced in different sizes and executed and installed in different part of the country in the same material, polyurethane coated EPS with help of 3D printer. So this design is executed in different sizes and still it is being produced. I hope there. This is one of the huge muscular man figure. For this, I have made a 7 inch wax model and cut it in different parts and scanned it with the help of 3D scanner, laser scanner, and made 3D file of it. Then these 3D files were uh, milled by the 3D printer at a fixed size, and this is a thus we got the huge sculpture. So we assembled all different pieces with the help of iron rod armature inside of it and two-part form. Then gave it details like the veins with the help of MC, and there is super sculpted clay was also there. So this is high density thermocol with the polyurethane coating on it and executed with the help of 3D printer and 3D printing technology. This was work I have done in 2005. This was one commission work, 7 feet size female figure. It is a fountain sculpture. The water pipeline goes into the pot inside throughout the body and hands, and with the help of pumping motor the water keep falling. So this was a interesting public sculpture which I have done. Thank you very much.